Hey, this is Raise Radio, the holistic wisdom podcast for awakening women that weaves food and nutrition, traditional wisdom, spiritual expansion, so that you can feel your best, body, mind, and soul. I'm your host, Raina Lutz. Let's dig in. I wrote this blog years ago because a client said to me once, "Everyone else is drinking green drinks. Should I?" When we round the corners of seasons into celebrations with sugar, hot dogs, hot drinks, cold, alcoholic ones, we might feel the need to do some extra cleansing. We may feel this way because of a few things. Either we are overdoing it by overindulging, not getting enough sleep, eating too many big meals, or attending too many parties. But drinking more green drinks or green smoothies are only one way of doing that. The hype around green smoothies comes from the benefit of getting nutrients from way more veggies and fruit than you could eat in a whole sitting. Fans of the green smoothie love the ease and health boost that their morning drink provides them and sing the praises of increased energy, weight loss, and improved overall health. Parents also love that they can sneak more green veggies into their child's diets. But not everyone thinks green drinks are ideal. As with all things, there are points of both good and bad. Critics of the green smoothie share the view that the oxalates, naturally occurring in some greens, can contribute to kidney stones and worsen yeast overgrowth. Goitrogens can increase thyroid issues, and fiber wreaking havoc for those with leaky gut, irritable bowel, and other digestive issues. Many believe that dark greens should be mostly consumed steamed and always consumed with fat for optimal nutrient absorption. Some proponents believe that fresh veggie juices are better than green smoothies, and of course the additional ingredients in each can be argued too. There is also the issue of whether or not we would digest a green drink properly due to the missing fiber, as well as missing out on the act of chewing, potentially lessening our digestive power. It's confusing. So what to believe? Everybody's got an opinion. Everyone has to choose what works for them, what works for their body, and let other folks choose what works for them. But as for the facts, here's what I know to be true. Too many raw veggies, over time, will damage digestion. You do need fat to absorb certain nutrients in food, as nutrient absorption works better when we have a fat in the meal. It is well documented that nutrients of a lot of vegetables are more easily absorbed by our digestive tract when they are cooked. And we need to chew our food, even the liquid ones, in order for our stomach to prepare us the proper enzymes for breaking down and absorbing these foods. So like this client says to me, everyone else is doing it, should I? So anytime we are asking this question of ourselves, no matter what it is about, here's two things we can do. Check in with our body. Does this feel right for me? When we eat this food or drink, how does it feel for us in our body? Is our body in agreeance or not? What happens after we eat it? How do we feel? So this requires a level of mindfulness in order for us to tune in, listen to our body before, during, and after we make this choice so that we can track it. And the second thing we can do is check in with history. Is this a traditional thing? Does this contain ingredients my great-grandmother would eat? Because natural foods are always more nutritious than pills, powders, or lab-created food. Always will be. So short-term is best. Traditional Chinese medicine proponents state that too many raw fruits and vegetables can damage digestion and lead to gas, bloating, poor absorption, depression, fatigue, and more. And if our digestion is weakened over time, this affects our nervous system, immune system, and adrenals. So again, we have to be able to check in with our body as we're introducing new things to notice if we're having digestive symptoms or notice if we're having mental health symptoms happen. Raw vegetables can give an element of cleansing when taken in small amounts or seasonally. Green smoothies, raw salads, and green juice can play a helpful and therapeutic role in the diet. And it feels really good to eat that way in the summer, of course. This is assuming you don't already have digestive weakness. What happens when we use nutrition for cleansing is that it works really great for some time, but then we overdo it. So there is a tipping point. There's a point where our protocol or cleansing reaches the end of its benefits, and the raw foods or greens or whatever we had been doing begins to contribute to depletion of our overall health. We are a pendulum, and it has to swing. So my thoughts on green smoothies personally, I'm not about trends at all. All show and no go, you know? The truth is that they just don't work for everyone, and hopping on a bandwagon is the last thing I want to do. It could even be dangerous for you. I am not a fan of blindly following a fad just because everyone else is doing it. And that's not how food works. It's not how healing works. Of course, there are general whole food recommendations that work for everyone, like clean water, fresh fruits and vegetables, soak your grains. If you're going to eat meat, eat it local, free-range organic. But the way we pull all our choices and foods together has to be personalized. Nutrition cannot be one size fits all. So there is no one perfect answer to this question, should I drink green drinks? But hopefully the points gave you some things to think about and to help you navigate starting to think about if you were curious about what green drinks or green smoothies might feel like for you. Remember, everything in moderation. Learning the wisdom that our body holds to guide us on what and how much to eat is the best way to go about navigating complex food and wellness. If you're in need of a guide, I'm here for you. Thanks for listening today. Thanks for listening. You can find me online at www.rainadonlutz.com.